Sometimes life feels like a mountain that just keeps growing in front of you. You take one step forward and it feels like the peak moves even farther away. And in those moments, it's tempting to stop, to convince yourself that maybe you're just not strong enough, not smart enough, or not lucky enough to reach the top. But here's the truth most people don't tell you: success was never about being the strongest, the smartest, or the luckiest. It's about refusing to stop walking, even when the path feels endless. You see, giving up is easy because it ends the struggle instantly. But holding on, even when you have no proof that your effort will pay off, is where real change begins. You will never know how close you were to the breakthrough if you stop halfway. Life has a way of testing you in the quietest ways. Sometimes, you'll feel invisible, like no one notices the effort you put in. You'll work hard and get no applause. You'll try your best and still face failure. And in those silent battles, you might wonder, why keep going? The answer is simple: because your worth isn't defined by who's watching. It's defined by what you choose to do when no one is watching. Every single step you take in private builds the foundation for the victories you'll celebrate in public. Now let me tell you a small story. There was a man who worked in a car cleaning shop. Every morning, he would see dozens of shiny cars drive in, and every evening, he would leave with his clothes wet and his hands tired. One day, a customer noticed how carefully he cleaned each car, even though no one was checking his work. The customer asked, "Why work so hard for something so small?" The man smiled and said, "Because one day, I won't just clean cars. I'll own them." Years later, that same man opened his own car showroom. People saw the success. They called him lucky. But they didn't see the years he worked with no recognition, doing his best when it didn't seem to matter. That's the thing, effort always matters, even if the results don't come right away. Your life is exactly like that. You might be doing something small right now, studying for a test, saving a little money, learning a skill, exercising when no one cares. It might feel pointless, but every single action you take is stacking bricks toward a wall no one can see yet. And one day, people will call that wall overnight success, without realizing it was built from years of invisible effort. That's why quitting halfway is like tearing down a house when only the foundation is complete. You can't see the beauty yet, but it's coming. You have to learn to see value in the process, not just the outcome. Waiting for motivation before you start is like waiting for the rain before you plant the seed. You don't wait for the perfect moment, you create it. Some days, you will feel tired. Some days, you will feel like you're walking in circles. But even a slow step forward is better than standing still. Progress isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, hidden, and invisible, but it's still progress. And here's the secret: discipline beats motivation every single time. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings change. Discipline is a decision, and decisions build your life. You won't always feel like getting up early, exercising, studying, or working on your dreams. But if you do it anyway, even when it's hard, you're training yourself to win. You're proving to yourself that you can be trusted to follow through. That self-trust is more valuable than any praise or award. The people you admire, the ones who seem unstoppable, aren't made of magic. They're made of choices. They chose to keep going when it was boring, when it was exhausting, when it was lonely. They chose not to make excuses. They chose to be consistent, even when no one was clapping for them. And you can make those same choices. So the next time you feel like stopping, remind yourself, this is the part that matters the most. Anyone can keep going when it's easy. The real test is when it's hard. That's the moment you build the muscle that will carry you through every challenge in life. Don't wait for someone to believe in you before you believe in yourself. Don't wait for the finish line to feel proud. Start feeling proud every time you refuse to give up. Because one day, you'll look back and realize that the struggle was the most beautiful part of the journey. The nights you worked in silence, the days you pushed through tiredness, the moments you almost gave up, those are the chapters that built your story. And trust me, your story is worth finishing.